You're known as being affiliated with Big Pun. Back in the days, you were very young then.
Yeah.
How'd you meet him, and what was your relationship like?
The situation with Pun was we was downtown at a Mickey D's. I was with two of my friends. And they like, yo, Big Pun outside. You know, I had just started rhyming, taking it seriously. You know what I'm saying? I just came off of my first bid, doing 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I was about 17 years old then. And my man like, yo, Big Pun outside. You know, he was in the white 600. Big Pun was big at that time. You know what I'm saying? He had the platinum album. The next album was about to drop. I'm talking about this is like circa 1999. And I was scared, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go out there and rhyme for him. So my man made me like, yo, man, you better go out there. You know what I'm saying? So I go out there, whatever. And my man is like, yo, my man want to spit for you. And Pun was like real, you know what I'm saying? Because nowadays you try to do that, rappers, they don't even want you by them, you know what I'm saying? You might be trying to rob them or something, whatever. But Pun was like, yo, go ahead, spit, son. Like he spoke real fast, like, you know what I'm saying? So I always remember that. I started spitting for him, and then he was just like, you know, he was like, wow, like, shit is fire, son, this nigga's nice. He was always feeling cannabis, because he was like, yo, you sound like a young cannabis. The cannabis, son, that shit is hot. So he was like, yo, meet me at the Carbon, you know what I'm saying? That was a nightclub that I eventually burned down, but that was like, Pun was one of the last performances there. And on that night, I went over there, I fucking took my whole block with me, you know what I'm saying? Cuban Link comes out, he like, yo, kinda, I get you in, but all them other niggas, them niggas gotta go. So I had to tell everybody on the block, yo, y'all gotta let me do this. They like, nah, do your thing, whatever, go ahead, do what you gotta do. So I'm drinking some Hennessy with Pun, whatever. He like, yo, you know I gotta put you to the test, right? I'm telling everybody you hot. You gotta battle dudes on the team, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool. He sent me in the bathroom with Sunkiss. You know, Sunkiss was another dude that was close with Pun back then, a black dude. And he was nice, you know what I'm saying? He took me in the bathroom. We start spitting, whatever. You know, we was in there for like an hour. We come back out, the bathroom crowd is a motherfucker, everybody in there. Everybody come out, whatever. Pun, mind you, Pun still was in the VIP area. He came out, Sunkiss gave him the thumbs up, and Pun was like, yeah, come on, let's go.
Did you ever record anything with Pun?
Nah, what he did was that night he took me on stage. He introduced me. Blah, blah, blah. I was spitting, you know, I opened up, and then he came on and did his set, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then after that, I would call him back and forth, but Pun was huge at the time.
Yeah.
So he moving around. He like, yo, I'm gonna get back. When I get back to New York, we gonna put it together, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then like the nigga just died, man. And that shit fucked me up because I felt like, yo, why my luck gotta be like that, you know what I'm saying? This was like October. By February, he was already gone, you know what I mean? And I didn't see him since that night. I had spoke to him. They was doing a lot of shows. They was doing a lot of touring and shit.
So your relationship was pretty quick then?
It was like in and out. It was in and out, you know what I mean? And I thought it was on for me at that time because this was the first time like a rapper that I respected, you know what I'm saying, wanted to fuck with me, and I would have fucked with Pun, you know what I mean?
You did a song, a tribute to Big Pun, which was very, very intense, shall we say. What was the name of that?
Beautiful Funeral. Yeah. Beautiful Funeral. It actually took me a lot of years to put it together to know how to express it, because I always had the story, but I wasn't hungry enough to express that in the way how I needed to express those feelings, you know what I'm saying, and those thoughts.
Back in the days when you were a teenager, you were featured in the Source magazine's Unsigned Hype.
Yeah.
And you were affiliated with the Dipset camp, the Diplomats.
Yeah.
You guys still have a relationship, or do you not see them, or what?
I don't really have a relationship with them. What it was it wasn't a relationship back then either. It was just that I knew a couple of them. Like I knew Freekey Zeeky. He was from around the corner from me. And when they were starting the Diplomat situation from the ground up, he came to me. He was like, listen, I know you doing your thing. You out here, you know. I was a street nigga too. Let's get that straight. I was on the streets. I was rapping, but I was on the streets. I was getting money. I was hustling. Zeke would come to my block. He'd try to talk to me, be like, yo, you need to fuck with the rap shit more serious. We got this Dipset thing happening. Cam liked what he heard from you. You know what I'm saying? This is his exact words. And they was dealing with Juelz at the time, but they didn't know if they wanted to really sign him because Zeke was telling me that they wasn't comfortable with the stuff that he was writing. Like he couldn't really write songs. He could rap, but he couldn't write songs like I wrote songs. You know, but I would tell Zeke, like, I wasn't comfortable with those type of situations back then. Like I was gangbanging, you know what I'm saying? and those dudes was neutral, and I was real like intertwined with the NYB shit. Like if you wasn't blood, I didn't fuck with you like that. Like I was in that shit like that.
Can you explain NYB?
New York Blood.
Okay.
New York
Blood.
Blood.
For people who don't know.
Yeah. For people who don't know, New York Bloods. You know what I'm saying? No affiliation with the West Coast thing. Out of respect, you know, for them, because they thing is they thing. You know what I'm saying? And our thing was our thing. So I want to get that straight first. But I was deeply into the New York Bloods thing back then.
Okay.
And Zeke was a cool dude, but he wasn't street to me. He wasn't that fabric, you know what I'm saying? So I was reluctant. I would fuck with him, but as far as signing contracts and all that, I was like, you know what I'm saying, nah. So they ended up going with Juelz. And that's why that situation didn't happen as far as the Diplomat shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So there's no tension there?
It's a little tension with me and Zeke on other issues, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, again, street issues. You know what I mean? With him telling on some people that's doing a lot of time right now. You know what I'm saying? Also dudes that I knew, and they was from Brooklyn. So I don't really deal with him because of that. And a lot of other people over there that still deal with him, I don't mess with them for dealing with him, for knowing that he told on them. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, is this alleged, or is this your opinion? Is this,
nah,
is this facts?
This is facts. I got paperwork. I showed the people the paperwork over there that needed to see it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it was what it was. You know, everybody basically act like, I mean, they still fucking with him. I still see people, niggas taking pictures with him, Diplomats reunion, Jim Jones, Cam, and you know, me, I don't have no tolerance for no snitching. Once I see your name on a piece of paper, I can't fuck with you. I don't care how close we was. You could be my motherfucking best friend.
So you're calling Freekey Zeeky a snitch?
I'm not calling him a snitch. He told. I got the paperwork. Everybody know. You know what I'm saying? But niggas still fuck with him. I don't. You know what I mean? So people from over there don't fuck with me because I don't want to fuck with a rat nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So it is.
So he told to get out of a situation that he was in, or how did he tell?
I guess being the fact that he wasn't really street like that in the first place. Meaning, not saying he's pussy, because he get busy. We from the same hood. He not no sucker. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when you in the streets and you getting locked up, you have a certain grooming, certain way that you know how to handle different things when it come. So being that he wasn't really in that aspect of the streets, when that situation happened, he just ran his mouth, not understanding what you doing. I'm sure later on.
So maybe it wasn't intentional then.
I guess it was just that his man got murdered. He was scared. He was in shock, and he said what he thought he was supposed to say. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that what I know, he had a fucking gun charge. You know what I'm saying? Because he hung out with my brothers like this. When I say he used to come to our block and fuck with us, he used to come to our block and fuck with us. We was getting money. You know what I'm saying? If he fucking come up here, he'll tell you the same thing. We was getting bread, he'll come fuck with us. When I was in Rikers Island and I was locked up, the niggas that did whatever they were supposed to do allegedly, but they're doing time for it right now, we was in the same spot. And he's telling me, yo, kind of this, that, and the third, yo, put that work in, you know, we tight, I got you when you come home, I'm gonna give you 30,000, whatever.
When's the last time you and Freekey Zeeky saw each other?
2009 Summer Jam. We had a little standoff, because like I said, I got people that's over there.
Okay.
That I still fuck
Summer
with.
Jam is the Hot 97 concert.
Every year.
Yeah. AKA Summer Scam, because
yeah. So we bump heads at Summer Jam, whatever. And, you know, I stepped up. I'm like, yo, what up? You know what I mean? He like, yo, what up? And then the shit is about to go down. Niggas is, you know, niggas, yo. I didn't want to disrespect the dudes I was with because I was there on the strength of them. They trying to fuck with Jim. You know what I'm saying? They trying to look good for him. So I fell back from the situation. But we was definitely about to, if something was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? That was the last time that I've seen them.
You told Trina, I think, on Twitter that you'll suck a fart out of her butt.
I've told Trina that in person.
In person?
I've told Trina that on the Breakfast Club. I've told her that just when you see her hanging out in Miami, me, her, and Lala might be in Miami. Like, I want to suck a fart out your butt, Trina. Like, Trina is the hood nigga's dream.
I can't speak for every black person, but generally, we don't fuck with Beck, just like we don't fuck with Eminem.
You fuck with Eminem?
King of hip hop.